Hi everyone, welcome back to East Coast Haunts. I'm MK.
And I'm Sam.
And I'm Zach.
We are covering today all the food that you can find at Halloween Horror Nights 33. We've got less than a month until Sam and I and Zach will be there. In case you missed it, Zach is my boyfriend. He will be joining us at the event this year. And we are all excited to stuff our faces. We've got some really good food and drinks on the menu for tonight. Not tonight, for
I
Halloween
wish.
Horror. I do wish. I can't wait. My mouth is watering already. So if
Yep.
I
I was
sound
just telling Mary Kate, I was like, I
sick,
had to eat dinner before this, otherwise I would be like my mouth would be salivating. I hate that word,
I
but as we
literally already am.
and we also just talk about a
But
bunch of different drinks. There's a lot going on here.
yes. And you know us, we're just gonna be getting trash at the event. So if you see
Yeah.
us and we don't remember you, sorry. Just kidding.
Throwing up.
Uh,
Last year when we went, a guy was like projectile vomiting on the escalator as we left, and that was just like the cherry on top. That's gonna be Zach this year.
I hope not.
he did give Zach vibes. Just kidding. Anyway, this is if you like what you hear on this episode, this is just kind of like a taste of everything that we're gonna get. Taste, haha. I didn't even do that intentionally. This is just a taste of everything that you're gonna get on our Patreon this year. Oh, Sam's dog Huckleberry. The food theme is coming
He's coming
coming in
through.
clutch. This is just like a little snippet of what you'll get on our Patreon this year, or this Halloween Horror Nights season. We're gonna give you like our reviews on all the houses as it's happening, our live reviews on the food and the event. Maybe if we can figure it out how to record in the houses, like you might get a little snippet of houses here and there. So
Zach's against
definitely,
that.
he's a not a spoiler guy.
Hate it.
And
Whatever.
Mary Kate is very much a
Uh,
spoiler girl, so it's a very interesting
I like
dynamic.
I read the endings of movies on Wikipedia before I watch them. I know
And then
people will probably.
and then she pretends that she
Yeah.
figured out the
We,
ending.
we watched,
Alright, moving on to the
no,
food.
no, no. We watched Happy Death Day last week to prepare for the Blumhouse area here. And she acted like she knew the twist
Okay.
spoiler, and me knowing her habits was like, no way. I called her bullshit, and she did in fact look or see a TikTok of literally the entire plot twist and then claim that she knew it as her own. So she's the biggest capper of all time.
Moving
She
forward, Zach
almost
will
got
no
away with
longer
it
be
too.
invited on the podcast.
Yeah, that was rude, Zach.
Anyway,
Lose her.
yeah, that was rude to
It's
expose me on my own platform.
It's
It's
rude to
crazy.
like you predicted a twist and you just looked it up.
Does someone need a wambulance?
The people have to know. A wambulance. I never heard that. Is that what the kids are saying?
Oh, that's like what the millennials are saying.
Oh, even better.
So okay, anyway,
Back to the
moving
food.
on. Let's start. So, I think the way that we're going to do this is we're going to go back and forth, Sam and I, and give you the different food booths and the different drink and food options at each booth. And then we'll kind of give you like our general thoughts on them. And then at the end, we're going to give you our top 5 foods that we'd like to try at the event and our top 5 drinks and our top 10 food items.
And then also our number one, like, gross, I really don't want to try this item.
I had this clocked from the minute it was like I saw it online. I was like, nah, sorry, not
Yep.
me.
I know what yours is gonna be because that was originally mine, but I changed mine.
Did you really?
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have to wait
wonder
and see
what you
what.
think. I wonder what you think mine is gonna be, and I wonder what yours is.
When someone reads out the description, I'll say what I think yours is.
Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's kick this off with our first food kiosk in Production Central. It's Insidious the Further. Okay, our food options for this booth are something called Eggs in the Further, which this name cracks me up every time I hear it. I feel like they could have tried a little bit like a little bit harder.
Literally like zero effort. They were like, okay, so there's the further, and this like that's an element of the movie, and also this dish has eggs in it. They're like eggs in the
So
further.
to the further.
But it also is like kind of hilarious. Like I actually enjoy it.
Yeah. I've heard this dish called so many things. Like I've heard it called like toad in the hole or like egg in the hole or I don't even know.
Shakshuka.
Like yeah, like I don't know. It's basically but what it is it's a piece of jalapeno brioche with like an egg in the hole. So like they cut out a piece like a hole of the bread and then they crack an egg in there and then it's topped with shakshuka and feta cheese. Also, at this booth, you can get the Last Key Pop, which is a red velvet cake pop with a chocolate key. The Red Door, which is a potato and onion filled hand pie, and it's shaped like a red door. And then for like unique beverage options here, you can get the Veil of Shadows, which is a White Claw black cherry vodka, creme de cassis. I have no idea what that is. Blackberry syrup, pineapple juice, sour mix, and a black licorice candy veil. Or you can get Beyond the Veil, which is, I believe, the mocktail version of the Veil of Shadows. All right. Thoughts?
Personally, I'm not an egg person. You'll learn my palate's pretty picky, so eggs in the further probably won't be for me. But the red door has my attention because I like potatoes
Interesting.
and I like onions. I don't know what like form of that is going to be in that pastry, but I'm excited to try that one.
Interesting. Okay.
My
Sam?
listen, I'm not going on this trip with the goal of eating healthy. I'm not at all. However, the amount of red dye 40 that I know is in the red door is crazy. And I don't think a human is meant to consume that much red dye 40 in one night. However, if you two want to get the red door, I will eat my portion of it and I will not complain. Um, and I also just think that the prices, we'll touch on this later, but the prices are insane for a lot of these things, I think.
I just want to
What?
pop in
Yeah.
here and say, uh, I just have been outed as like a spoiler, a pro spoiler person. So I have obviously watched my fair share of Halloween Horror Nights YouTube videos, and they
Fair.
did address it by saying like, yes, the prices are kind of crazy, but also the portions are apparently like much larger than they were in past years. So
Okay.
that's something to keep in mind. I will not be getting the Veil of Shadows because I hate black licorice.
Ew, yeah.
With a burning passion. And also creme de cassis, I think that's how you say it, is a black currant liqueur. So
Is
take
black
that.
currant, it's like, is black currant's like a berry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Which I mean, honestly, probably isn't horrible, like, if you don't mind the taste of berries, but yeah, I also am not a licorice person, so. But I
I
have
don't know.
thoughts on this one to add later.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So, should we move on to our next booth?
Yes, please. Take it away.
So, I'm wondering, we're looking through, we're reading all these descriptions off of the Orlando Informer. So I'm wondering, should I read the Twisted Tater one or no? Should I just go past that?
Well, I
Because
mean, Twisted Taters are kind of like they're like a staple, so they will be
yeah,
back at the event this year. Uh, you can
but
read
this
like the
food booth,
seasonings they've included.
yeah. Basically this little food booth, it's like just for Twisted Taters, and it has some different drinks around it. Again, like Mary Kate said, Twisted Taters are there every year. It's basically like uh, well, I'll read you the exact description. A fried, spiralized potato topped with a choice of seasoning. They have sour cream and chives, garlic parmesan, and seasoning salt. So it's almost like a hybrid between, it's like a spiralized potato, so it's super, super thin. So the inside in an ideal world is like, the inside is like a little bit soft and fluffy, and the outside is like super crispy like a potato chip. So, and those are $10 each, which again with pricing, but it is what it is. The beverage options, I believe most of these are available um at a bunch of different um of like the bar areas throughout Halloween Horror Nights. There's Ghoul Juice, which Mary Kate, is that available every year? The Ghoul Juice or whatever?
I don't know if it's available every year, but it was available last year. And
Okay.
spoiler alert, I was not a fan of
We didn't
this.
like, I believe it was way too sweet, right?
It was like too sweet, but then like it had pimento bitters in it, which I just think is like disgusting.
Yeah, listen, I'm all for like a sweet and savory moment, but I remember not liking this, and I remember you really not liking it. So it has,
Yeah.
in case you're interested, it's got Myers dark rum, cherry brandy, simple syrup, mango nectar, lime juice, like Mary Kate said, pimento bitters, and then Peychaud's bitters, which I don't really know what those are, but it just seemed like it's a lot of sweet ingredients, and we'll talk about this more later, but my main gripe with the Halloween Horror Nights drinks is like they're all served in like these big tubs, and I just feel like they're like there's no alcohol. Like you're not like if you're gonna pay almost $20 for an alcoholic beverage, like there should be at least one shot of alcohol in there, and to me it just doesn't. I don't feel the effects, and I don't taste it. Not that I want to
Speaking
get sloshed, but I want to make
speak
sure
your
I'm getting like if I'm gonna spend the $18, like I want to make sure I like I
No,
get my
you want to
money's
make sure
worth.
that you have a good time going through the Insidious house. That's what you want to make sure.
Yeah, because that's terrifying. So I'll just go through the rest of these really quick. Other options at the uh fit at the Transformers Fanta bar. There's the Surreal Soda, which is vodka, Fanta orange, Sprite, and blue raspberry. I'm just gonna move on past that. There's the Dead Meridian, which is tequila, chipotle, pineapple syrup, basil essence, Fanta, and it's garnished with a little pineapple wedge. There's Creepy
Yum.
Cola, which is a Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 whiskey, Coca-Cola Classic, black cherry puree, stone fruit syrup, and gummy creepy crawlers. There's and then basically you can just make your own premium cocktail mixed with your choice of liquor, and then there's a couple different IPAs and beers that you can choose from. So that this is just kind of like the place I guess to visit that doesn't have a specific theme to it. Um, but it's a place to stop if you are thirsty or want a twisted tater.
Slay. As a resident beer expert, do you want to tell the people what beer they can get at the event?
Sure. So at this Transformers bar, we got the Crooked Can Bloody Murder IPA. We have
Oh,
a Whole Hog Pumpkin Ale, so that's interesting. A Hacker Shore Oktoberfest. I guess that's the brewery, I would assume. And Bud Light.
Very good. All right, our next food booth is the Twilight Tavern, which I believe is the food booth that's based around the Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines house.
yeah.
So for your food options, you're going to have In the Fog fish and chips, which is crispy beer battered cod nuggets, malt vinegar aioli, and pub fries. Forbidden falafel, which is crispy falafel with tomato cucumber salad and tzatziki inside a warm pita. The Bride's Cake, which is a chocolate coated 3-tier vanilla cake with raspberry jam. And then the specialty drink at this booth is the Sarcophagus Spiced Cider, which is Cuervo traditional vodka, Liquid Alchemist tamarindo syrup, lime and orange juices. And then in addition to that, you'll have your Cursed Cranberry Vodka Spritz, Voodoo Brewing Company Lacto Cooler, which is, I believe, available every year, Miller Lite, Neutral, and Modelo. Any thoughts here?
I'm excited for those fish and chips. That's my
Me
thought.
too. Me too.
Fish and chips would be last on my list because I don't like fish.
Womp womp.
Dang, I always forget that. I always, even though it's like fried and yummy and like bar foody, would you even try?
Yep, still no.
Would you try a bite of it?
I will always try a bite of
It's
it, but
literally not even worth
yeah, I
wasting
think
a
they're
bite
worth
on
waiting.
him.
It's expensive little fish and chips, so I don't know if it's worth the bite.
I literally would eat every single thing at this booth. This
I
looks
would
so
too.
delicious.
The forbidden falafel, I was watching a YouTuber and it looked so she was like describing it and it looked like really good and it sounds really good and
Oh,
she was like and it was like fresh and like refreshing. I was like, mm.
I am all over that tomato cucumber salad. I love a tomato cucumber salad.
Yeah,
As do I. It kind of reminds me of like kava. What
I
have you said?
know. Oh, kava's so good.
They've
All
gotten a
right.
little bit stingy with their portion sizes at kava though. Anyway.
You're not wrong.
Oh, and then of course also that spice sarcophagus cider sounds good, but I think we'll probably both have that
Yes.
in our top five if I'm not mistaken. Or at least I do, so we'll discuss it later. Um, Zach, you're a big fan of Ghostbusters, so do you want to read this next one out?
sure. And funny,
This
funnily enough, it's probably in my top three we've even talked about so far. So first we have the Slimer's Korean corn dog. That's a Korean cheese dog with Fritos, coated with Cheetos powder, ghost pepper spice, sage derby cheese, and mozzarella.
yum.
Yum. And then we have
Yeah.
another corn dog in the frozen death chill, which is a Korean corn dog dipped mint cheesecake with bugles and glitter. Yum. And then we also have
Glitter's crazy.
the I think what's probably the most popular of all the desserts,
Definitely.
Right, yeah.
and the mini Stay Puft S'more. It's literally just a s'more shaped like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on a chocolate bar and graham crackers. It's pretty much just a fun
Fine.
take on a s'more, which is fire.
Yum.
I'm in. Yeah, so food options, all dubs. Beverage options, we have the Class V concoction, which is New Amsterdam vodka, Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, kiwi syrup, honeydew melon syrup, lime juice, vanilla bean essence, and fluffed marshmallow topping. Another dub. And then finally, Garaka's Icy Breath here, which is honeydew syrup, lime
Weird
juice,
name.
blue curacao, elderflower syrup, and fluffed marshmallow.
So that's just the mocktail version of the Class
Oh.
5 concoction.
Yeah, just okay, so not as much of a dub.
Okay, so we got to hear Zach's thoughts on this food. Sam, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think that obviously the s'more, the like Zach said, the s'mores is like definitely the most Instagrammable thing I think of the entire
Oh,
uh
yeah.
what's it called? Honestly, I feel like saying something's Instagrammable though now sounds like so like chuggy to me, so maybe I should say like TikTokable. But anyway, that sounds good. I think we have to get the Slimer's corn dog, even though it's like low-key disgusting that it's green cheese. It's fun, whatever.
Obviously.
Frozen Death Chill, I don't need the bugles and glitter. And also I
Okay.
love cheesecake, but I don't know if I would have chosen a mint cheesecake, but I get that it's supposed to be like cool and ice and stuff. So these are fun and exciting. I'm excited to try them.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna get on a soapbox here for a second,
Oh
and I'm
no.
gonna say people who are still pretending in the year of our Lord 2024 that you don't like hot dogs, give it up. They're delicious, and I've spent too many years hiding my true opinion on them. I love a hot dog, and the Korean corn dog that Sam and I got at the event last year was the most delicious thing ever. I think about that corn dog, I would say once a week. So I'm very excited for this corn dog.
I also yeah, I will say like hot dogs, like people are so snooty about them. Like I don't know if it's the shape. I don't know if it's the I don't
The fact
people
that it's
just
processed meat
yeah.
sliced into a log.
My
Listen,
only my only issue with hot dogs is because as you know, I don't eat pork. So if it was an all beef hot dog, my only thing is like I read ingredient labels now. Like it's a newer thing of mine that I've started to do. And
can't do
whenever I
that.
read for hot dogs or sausage or something, and I see that there's like it's like in the trigger warning to anyone that wants to enjoy hot dogs. I don't want to ruin it for you. Like it says that it's like in like an intestinal lining. It like ruins it for me.
So I'm talking about
Not all
like
of them are.
no, I feel like that's like the good like authentic ones are like I think in the intestinal lining, but
You're talking about the
I'm talking
Costco.
about like a good sleazy hot dog that you get
Okay.
after playing 9 holes of golf on a golf course. That is the
I
hot
didn't know
dog.
that was a thing. I did not
A
know that
dog
was a thing
after
until you
nine
told me.
holes. This is where I expose myself as a golfer too. Uh,
We
but
all
no,
knew. We didn't knew.
there's nothing that hits more than a dog after a dog at the turn. Anyway, moving on. Sam, you want to take this next booth?
I would love to. All right, next we're gonna do A Quiet Place. Sorry, that was horrible.
Dun, dun,
We're gonna do A Quiet
dun.
Place. And we are gonna start with the food. So if you've seen A Quiet Place, you know that the family, the Abbotts, they live on this like farm, this abandoned farm. So the first food choice is going to be the Abbott Farm corn chowder, which is a creamy stew with shrimp, corn, and vegetables. Next up is Millbrook's baked beans, which is quietly cooked baked beans with mashed potatoes, cheddar cheese, and a cornbread muffin. Then we have the wooden board eclair, which I would say is maybe the second most photographed food in this year's lineup at Halloween Horror Nights. The wooden board eclair, of course, is from that iconic scene where Emily Blunt like steps on a nail and she has to like not scream. It's really gross. Anyway,
Ugh.
this has spicy dark chocolate pastry cream filled with eclair. Oh God, don't listen to me. It's a spicy dark chocolate pastry cream filled eclair. They need to use some dashes in there. Dipped in chocolate ganache with a bloody chocolate plank. Then for beverages, we have, of course, actually just one beverage. It's called Raining Blood. It's got bourbon, Falernum, whatever the heck that is. We'll have to look that up. It's got that creme de cassis again, which is like that berry liqueur, or berry creme, whatever. There's blackberry syrup, lemon juice, and a hint of smoked sea salt. And of course, it's served in this like souvenir light bulb, which if you've seen A Quiet Place, they turn the light bulbs red when they're either when they're in danger or when she was giving birth. I'm not sure what the reason was, but you're drinking your drink out of this red light bulb, and it's really cool looking.
Okay, so falernum is a
Yeah.
spicy syrup used in tropical drinks with flavors of ginger, lime, almond, cloves, or allspice. Thank you,
Oh,
Wikipedia.
thank you, Wikipedia. Okay,
Very good.
cool.
All right, I'm gonna give my thoughts on this. Everything here sounds delicious. Not sure about a corn chowder, like a shrimp corn chowder in the Florida heat at like 2 a.m. It didn't stop it from making my list though, I'll be honest. Uh I fear the baked beans, like the event already like didn't smell awesome last year. And I fear it's just gonna get worse with the option of baked beans on the menu. Also, Zach, would you like to comment because this food booth sounds like your personal hell?
Yeah, I mean, it's like all things that have potential and then they just ruin it.
Womp womp.
Like, I don't know, they can make a good. Never mind. No, I'm looking at it further. The eclair's fine. Honestly, the baked beans and corn chowder, I'll be passing on personally. But the cornbread muffin and the baked beans sounds good. That's about it.
So you just have to eat around the parts that you don't
Yeah,
like.
baked beans, not my thing. Not my thing.
All
I'll,
right.
Wait, you
I'll
just said
figure it
baked
out.
beans sounds good. Didn't you just say baked
No,
beans
no,
sounds good?
no. No, not
I
Bro's
must have
contra
misheard
bro just
you.
proved himself.
personally.
Roll
Not a
the
big
back.
person. Definitely not a shrimp person. A lot of L's this booth for me, unfortunately.
Sad.
Zach. Fine, fair
Yeah.
enough. Let him speak his truth.
He should remain silent. Okay, the next up is I'm gonna take this HHN bar and also Triplets of Terror because there's
Yeah.
like two drinks at the HHN bar.
Yeah.
And I'm having so much fun with this. Okay.
I know, it's too
Uh,
fun.
my mouth is still watering. Okay, so the next unique drink is at this HHN bar. It's called the Murderita. It's traditional tequila, triple sec, lime juice, agave nectar, and a hint of salt. And then also the Quick to Die margarita, which is traditional tequila, Cazadores Cafe, Hayden's espresso liqueur, lime juice, and sugar. Thoughts, questions, comments?
Quick to die margarita is a yes. And on that one. Look, it's like an espresso martini with tequila as the
It's
alcohol.
like an
Yeah, it
espresso
seems like it.
margarita.
Espresso margarita. Yeah, I
Especially because
mean,
it doesn't have anything like espresso martini related besides the espresso liqueur. So it's not like it's gonna be like,
And the Cazadores Cafe, I think, is also
oh, it
Cazadores.
is. Oh, you're right. So maybe
Just
you're right. Yeah.
verify.
Yeah, it sounds like a crazy combination, but I do want to try it.
Yeah, it's a coffee. It's a coffee tequila. My interest is so piqued by this because my favorite drink in the world is an espresso martini, and you already know your girl's gonna be taking down a couple of those.
I'm about to say, like, quick to die.
Quick to
Fun
die.
name too.
Sounds like a James Bond movie, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It absolutely does.
All right, let's move on to Triplets of Terror. The food options here are a say cheeseburger, an all beef patty on a cheese bun with American cheese, white cheddar, lettuce, tomato, red onion, and dill pickle aioli. The bloody goodie bag, which is crispy chicken chunks with fries, pepper and onion mix, and a bloody good sauce. The slashed siblings sweet sampler, which is a bubblegum mousse balloon, funfetti cupcake, and a chocolate cheesecake cone trio. And then they have some different IPAs and actually beer flights here from Three Daughters, which I can assume is a I don't know. What do you call
Three
that?
Daughters is a brewery.
Thank you. I was gonna say a local brewery, but is it? Do you know?
I've heard of them. So
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so here we have Three Daughters Brewing Awake Coffee Blonde, Florida
Ooh.
Orange IPA, Rod Bender Amber Ale, and then you can get a flight with all three of them.
Oh, that's fun. A little flight.
I'll have to indulge in the flight myself.
I want a sip of each of those. What do we think about the food options?
Bloody goodie bag. The name. Let's be creative. I mean, I can't think of a better name right now off the top of my head. Granted, so maybe I shouldn't say it.
It's giving
But, like,
eggs in the.
bloody goodie bag. Yeah, I'm just like, okay. But slashed sibling sweet sampler. Love the name. Love the idea. I think it's so fun that it's like you get a little flight of desserts. One for each of the siblings. I'm really
I know
excited
that's
for
so
us.
fun. I'm really excited for that one. Zach, you have nothing to say about the say cheeseburger?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a regular burger.
That's, I think, the general
Um,
consensus on that.
Like if it was a fancy form of burger, like there was that one between donuts, that would get me excited. But this is a regular burger, and so there's nothing really that gets me. Like I love burgers, but at the end of the day, I'd rather try something a little more fancy and like unique than just a
A little
plain
bit
old burger.
different, yeah, because you can get this like anywhere else for less money, and it'll probably be just as good or better.
Very
Certainly.
true. All right, who wants to take the Slaughter Cinema 2 booth?
I'll
Zachary,
go.
that's all
Well,
you.
it seems like May. All right, so we have the summer camp dog, which is a deep fried all beef Nathan's hot dog, topped with Tostitos nacho cheese, baked beans, pepper relish, and Doritos crumble.
That's
Dub
crazy.
besides the baked beans. Dub. Nah, that's good. The Ropa Vieja a walking taco. It's just a walking taco essentially.
But
Yes.
read it out.
Doritos Ropa Vieja. I really don't know what that is.
It's like-
Salsa Roja, lettuce, sour cream, and Monterey Jack cheese.
Can you please put some respect on the Walking Taco's name?
Ropa
beg you.
Vieja.
It's like
Oh.
a.
Stewed beef.
I
Okay.
think it's like, hold on. Ropa Vieja is. Oh my god. Hold on. It is. Oh god, this looks so good. Uh, it is a classic Cuban dish of shredded beef simmered in a tomato-based sauce.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like a regular walking taco. That's gonna have to bump up the list now.
It's on
If it was just like
Doritos.
if it was like a regular old like beef, like regular like hamburger beef type thing, eh. But this sounds a lot better now. But then we have the rocks from hell. We also
Wait,
we have a
this
vegan
the
we have a
vegan
vegan
walkie
version of
taco.
it, which is Fritos, vegan chili, vegan sour cream, lettuce, Diablo sauce, and vegan cheddar cheese. Okay. We have the rocks from hell, which is crispy jalapeno and cheddar cheese stuffed lumps of coal. I don't know why they call them lumps of coal. I don't know how that really applies here.
Have you seen a picture of them?
Oh, are just
They
all
look like
black.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, they look
We have the
disgusting.
they
cinema
do look
popcorn,
gross.
which is literally just popcorn with flaming hot Cheetos flavoring, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then for our beverage, we have the Shirley Black, which is Cathead Vodka Raspberry, Rothman and Winter Orchard Cherry Liqueur, Tart Cherry Syrup, Lemon Juice. I can't pronounce orchard. There we go. Orchard. There's some words I just like struggle. I don't know. That's one of them. Blueberry popping boba and Sprite.
Ooh, all right. Let me give my thoughts. Everything good I had to say about the hot dog earlier, the humble hot dog, I'm taking it away from this summer camp dog. I can't. I actually like, I'm sure it's fine. And actually, probably realistically, I would pay $10 to try this. I think it's either going to be like really good or really bad, but like I think this is going to be the carnival dog of
But
last
it's like
year.
looking back, like at least the Carnival dog, like as you know, we regret not having it. If you guys don't know what it is, the
Yeah.
Carnival dog was an insane hot dog. It was like a Kool-Aid. It was like a cotton candy flavored bun and like a Kool-Aid flavored like pickle
It was a
and like
funfetti bun with
okay, yeah.
yeah, the Kool-Aid pickle, a bright red hot dog.
And there was like bubblegum flavored mustard or something.
Ew, that was
So
what got me.
which like is gross, but I'm like at least that one like it went with like the carnival theme. Like this one, I'm like I don't know. It just like the picture too. I'm just like it's not giving me any excitement, and the beans look
They look
like
gross.
oh yeah, the beans don't look good at all, and like the
If it
little
didn't
like
have beans on
Cheetos.
it, if it didn't have the beans on it, I think I would really enjoy this hot dog. I love a pepper relish.
I do
Yeah,
too. The Cheetos
I
are
would
also
crush.
throwing me off because I'm like I know it's gonna be soggy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They kind of like.
I'm gonna
I'm
try this
more
one.
gripes
I'm
with
gonna
the
crush one of
Cheetos.
these. I'll let you know how it is. Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna have a bite.
Okay.
So
Okay. Good.
All
Good. Good.
everything
Okay. Good. I
besides
won't
the
want
only
to
thing
get
throwing
it.
me off is the baked beans, which I've made a point I don't really love. But I feel like here they're probably get overpowered by everything else. So they're okay.
Yeah, you probably won't
all
even
right,
notice them.
Yeah.
all right, Sam. You want to take Major Sweets Candy Factory?
I would love to. So next up, like Mary Kate just said, we got Major Sweets Candy Factory. It's going to be a lot of sweet candy flavor, candy themed foods, right? Of course, first we have the poison apple, which looks like a candy covered apple, but it's actually a caramel mousse with an apple filling and streusel cake. And there's a nice, cute little gummy worm on it. There's the African lentil and potato sambusa coffin, which I'm not really sure how this has anything to do with uh the Major Sweets Candy Factory, but I guess maybe they don't all have to be like perfectly themed to their house. Anyway, this is African spiced lentils and potatoes entombed in a vegan pie dough. So this is a nice vegan option. And then there's the
Ooh.
Cyclops cup, which is a frozen peanut butter cup with a candy eyeball. Again, kind of phoning it in there, but whatever. Then we've got the we've got the then for the drinks, we've got the sour cherry lemonade boba, which is $12.25, non-alcoholic. Which is crazy because like $12.25 for an
Yeah,
alcoholic beverage is
that's
like
no
yeah.
insanity.
So this is okay, this is popping lychee boba with sour cherry, twisted gummies, sprinkles, topped with whipped topping and Sprite. Jail immediately, but no thank you.
Yeah, I
And then
don't think I'll be trying that. I don't.
for drinks, they've got all the other ones that we've talked about before. They've got the ghoul juice that we talked about, the surreal soda that we talked about. Then there's also the sinister spritz. Have we discussed this one yet?
We have not. No.
So this one is like I guess they're taking on an Aperol spritz. It's got New Amsterdam vodka, Aperol Aperitivo, and Fanta Orange. Which also I feel like Fanta. Mary Kate, tell me if this was also like this last year. Fanta must have like some sort of insane deal with Universal because there is Fanta in like almost
In
every single one of
everything.
these drinks, even when like it
I
doesn't need
think
to
it's a
be.
new partnership.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely like a lot of the drinks. I'm like, oh, it would look so good, but the Fanta added to it, I'm like, I know it's gonna be so sweet, like overly sweet.
Yeah.
Um, but that's just because I'm so sophisticated and mature, you know. Just kidding. I
Yes.
love soda.
You
Anyway.
can't.
So then, lastly, we have the Black Cat Reprieve, which is a fun name. It's got Bacardi Superior Rum. It's got lime juice, watermelon syrup, simple syrup, and Fanta pineapple. Which before they got the Fanta pineapple, I was like, oh my god, that sounds so good. Even with the Fanta pineapple, I still think it sounds pretty good.
I would try that. I think. I don't
Honestly,
I don't
I
know if
don't
it
think I
comes
need.
into my top 5 drinks, but
Yeah, right.
I
But
would
I don't
try
think
that.
that from the food options, I don't need anything from this booth.
I agree. I agree. I think this is a skip booth for me.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Nothing like the.
Nothing jumping out.
I know the Poison Apple and Cyclops Cup will be good,
yeah,
but there's other desserts that have sounded better to me. So
I
yeah.
agree.
Agreed.
All right, let me uh what if I went a little bit out of order here and let
Yeah, we
Sam
don't need to do
take
that.
the Goblin's Feast because I know that's her most hyped house, and I'll take Monstruos.
Yeah, I love that. I would
All right,
love that.
so the Monstruos, Monsters of Latin America, they have the Heartbeat Tostada, which is red beet tartare with hummus, vegan feta, and watercress on a crispy tortilla. Spinal Column Pinchos, which are grilled chicken tenders with red chimichurri. Pork Carniceria, which is slow roasted mojo pork, mole sauce, and a tortilla. And a chocolate tres leches, which is milk soaked chocolate cake with whipped topping and canela, which I don't know what that is. And they have the okay, hold on, I'm not gonna screw this up. Depredadora, which is spirit silver rum, aperitivo mango syrup, pineapple, lime juices, disco inferno bitters, and pomegranate seeds.
A lot going on there.
Lot going on there. But I think every single food item at this booth sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
yeah, wins all around here, no doubt.
I'm pretty sure that like all the reviews that I've seen on YouTube, everyone says like this is the best food booth overall.
I believe it.
The
That cheese
pork,
cheesecake looks so good.
slow roasted pork will rate very highly for me. Same with the spinal column
Yeah.
pinchos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All right,
hate the
Sam.
name Spinal Column Peaches. It grosses me
Me
out,
too.
but
It freaks me out.
I guess
Freaks
that's
me
what
out.
it's doing its job. So good job, guys. All right, so
I'm about
then
to feel
okay,
like
I
a
guess
chupacabra devouring that thing.
Okay. Anyway.
it's
Yes.
like the one.
Tough.
It's like the one monster that's not in this house.
Wait, why is the chupacabra not in Latin America? Isn't that what he's?
There's
They
yeah, but
already
there's
did a Chupacabra house. You
it was like House of the yeah. Catch up. Wait, so okay, is Goblin's Feast the last one?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's wrap it up with Goblin's Feast. We have the very much anticipated harissa barbecue turkey wing, which is this giant picture a chicken wing but way bigger. It's a crispy turkey wing coated with a spicy harissa barbecue sauce. And then there are two vegan options here. One of them is pumpkin guts, which is a butternut squash and zucchini noodle mixture with pumpkin seeds and vegan butter inside of an acorn squash. And then there's the goblin pie, which is a baked mini apple pie with with cinnamon sugar and a bloody raspberry jam. What do we think of these, you guys?
I am so excited for the turkey wing.
Yeah,
I
big turkey girls.
it will be done. big turkey leg ladies will be excuse my language, fucking one of those up in the park. For sure. At
One
least
each.
one. What do you think?
So good.
You guys definitely are more a fan of this one than me. I'm just not a goblin like you guys, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
You won't be
Whatever.
gobbling on that turkey wing.
I'll have a bite or two, but there's other meats throughout the park that would interest me more.
Other needs to be eaten. Fair enough.
All right, I think we missed like 2 or 3 drinks, so I'm just gonna run through those really quickly and then we can do our rankings.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the Eye of Otis. It's gin, lemon juice, lychee syrup, prickly pear syrup, tonic Sprite topped with a lychee blueberry eye. Soured Sunshine, which is Old Forester bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, and Fanta orange.
Ornament.
Arnett. And the Fanta Rita, which is traditional silver tequila, lime juice, simple syrup, and Fanta orange.
Again with the names, they're killing me. Fanta Rita.
Agree. Stop. Like, just enough Fanta, please. I beg you.
They're shoving the Fanta down. Like, this makes me not want to drink Fanta. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just got to the picture part of this article. Everything looks good. Well, not everything, but most things look really good.
Almost everything looks good, yeah.
Please. My mouth is watering. Someone start their list.
Okay, so let's start off with our top. Should we start with drinks or should we start with food?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do our top 5 drinks.
Okay. Okay, I'll start if you want me to.
Okay, go
okay.
ahead.
So I'm gonna start with, and this is in no particular order. I'm gonna start with the Quick to Die margarita, which is the one that is basically the espresso martini, but instead of like vodka, it's tequila. I just think it's so interesting. There's a chance that it could be really bad, but there's also a chance that it could be delicious. So I'm excited to try that. I'm wondering if I'm assuming all of these are the kind that's like pre-mixed and then they just pour them in there.
No, not all of
If
them
not-
are. Only only a few of them are. I know they said
Creepy
there's
cola,
more.
right?
There's less pre-mixed ones this year.
Really? Oh, that makes
Which
me
is-
so happy. Because I feel like that was a huge like bummer last year because they all just tasted like just like straight up sugar.
Sugar.
So Quick to Die margarita is one of mine. Creepy cola, which is like that whiskey and Coke, is one of mine because I think the creepy crawler gummy things sound cute. I'm a
I think
simple
it was
girl.
a rum and coke, no?
No, it
No.
wasn't.
Is it
It was
whiskey?
whiskey.
Of course it was.
Whiskey. It's a Jack and Coke. Yeah.
Oh,
If it was
Jack
whis-
and Coke.
with cherry.
Yeah. That's another one. I think that's one that's not pre-made, I don't think, which is a win in my book. And also, I just thought it sounded good and fun.
Yes.
The Shirley Black, kind of a weird mix, but I was intrigued. It had like the raspberry vodka, the cherry liqueur, tart cherry syrup. It sounds like nice and fun and sour, and then the popping boba. I feel like it kind of sounded fun. And also, I'm assuming it's like a play on Shirley Temple, right? Or no?
I think so, probably.
But I'm picturing it like all black, so I feel like that would be kind of cool to look at. So I think that one sounds good. Then, sarcophagus spiced cider, 'tis the season. I think it sounds yummy and fun and Halloweeny. And then, lastly, this is kind of crazy, but my number 5 is the premium cocktail mixed with your choice of liquor. Because I was so salty from last year about how you didn't get enough alcohol. And I know that makes me sound so crazy, but like it's just like the principle of it. I'm like, if you're gonna pay $20 for a drink, like you want to make sure you're not getting cheated. So that's why that's my number 5.
What if I told you I had 3 of the same top 5 as you?
Is that why you guys were being all
Yes, that's why we were laughing on the screen.
I was like,
because
what
as you
did I
were
do?
going
I
down,
got
was
so
like,
insecure.
no, it was in the order. All right, so I also have the creepy cola. I have the Sinister Spritz. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I have the Creepy Cola Quick to Die Margarita and the Shirley Black. And then I also
Yeah.
have the Sinister Spritz because I went to Italy this summer and I've been on my Aperol grind. And then I also have the Class 5 concoction, which I have on there simply because of the marshmallow fluff topping,
Yeah,
because
fair.
for the nostalgia. I probably haven't had marshmallow fluff in like 15 years at least, and I need to taste it.
Yeah, it's gotta be. And it is kind of like a fun little treat. I also think that it's good that we have so many similar ones because now we can just share because there's no way we would be able to afford all of these on our own.
Very fair. All right,
Zachary?
Zach,
All
take
right.
her.
My top 5 had Creepy Cola 5, just a regular, like a kind of like a fun take on a Jack and Coke, rum or Coke or Jack and Coke. I actually prefer the Jack and Coke, so once I heard that, that bumped up. The
Ooh.
Cat's Reprieve is my number 4. It's
Ooh,
the
yeah, that one's
rum,
good.
juice, and watermelon syrup. Just
That does sound
kind of
fun.
sounded really fun. Sounded like a favorite rum drink that they have. The Dead Meridian was my number 3, which was like kind of my favorite margarita type of drink they had.
Yeah,
Or
that did sound
it was a
good.
tequila with chipotle pineapple syrup, which sounded, and so that sounded really unique. So I want to try that one.
One thing about Zach is that he'll mess up a spicy or a smoky drink.
Yeah. And then my top 2 were the Class V option and the Quick to Die margarita. Those were easily top 2 in my opinion.
Slay. Okay, so I think
Did you want
we do
did
a
you
lot
like
of
the
over.
I was gonna say we have so much overlap. This is perfect. Did you like the Class V concoction because of the theming or because of the ingredients?
Mix of both. I actually
Fair.
like the actual drink. If it was just a drink without the theme, probably be like toward the back of this list in my top 5, maybe even off it. But the theming makes it like a must get, in my opinion.
Yeah. That
The
marshmallow
slime.
fluff.
Some marshmallow
The
fluff
slime
on
was
top.
just
I mean, come on.
All right,
I
why don't we
know.
go in reverse order now? Zach, give us your top 10 foods.
Top 10 foods. All right. As we were going through them all, I was just ranking them all
Oh my
on
god,
the spot.
everything ranked.
I have all 30 ranked. So,
And
Oh
all
god.
18 drinks.
and all the drinks. Yeah, I ranked
I
everything.
I
Because I
actually
did not,
respect
I did not.
Wait. Oh no, I always
can't see
forget that
them.
you can't
Amazing.
see.
Oh, that's
Do
a
you
lot of
see
text.
about entries?
Zach, you were busy. You were busy over there. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, number 10. Well, also, all the way at the end, it's 4-way tie. Baked beans, eggs in the further, corn chowder, in the fog, fish and chips. All L's. Will not be trying any of them. Just kidding. I'll try
Whoa.
them all. But they're all my L's.
That's so lame.
Okay.
I literally don't like any of those foods, so I don't know how I was supposed to rank them any higher. But to my actual top 10, I got tie between the Red Door and Summer Camp Dog. I don't think the Summer Camp Dog's gonna be that good, but I'm so curious, it's a must. And
Right.
Kind of is a must try, I fear.
and again, if the baked beans aren't that bad, I actually think I'm gonna crush them. I think I'm gonna crush it.
Good.
The Red Door is high with it because it's a little more
Zach,
simple.
you want to tell the people what your record is for eating a hot dog?
Yeah. Whenever I get drunk nowadays, I like to see how quickly I can eat a hot dog. So I get the cup of water, I do the whole competition,
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut thing, and I dunk that thing, and I got 14 seconds last time, and I think I can beat it. But
But the
I've had a
beans
couple of
like
friends try to
you're
eat
gonna
it, and they just go about it wrong.
we can't get you the Heimlich maneuver at Halloween Horror Nights, so I need you to be extra careful.
I chew my food. Don't worry, it goes down.
Okay.
I'm not
In
swallowing the whole
14
blizzard.
seconds? That's impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty good with bun, of course. So no, that was good. But the red door's 10. I'm gonna go a little quickly here. So the Rocks from Hell's 9. It's just a jalapeno popper. So I mean fire. The sweet sampler 8 because I don't know. I don't know if that probably taste wise not gonna be me close to top 10, but looks fun. And the
Yeah.
cheesecake one in particular looks very interesting. The bloody goodie bag 7. I think that's just I think it's just gonna be fun. I kind of
Yeah.
like that one. I know you guys are on the walking taco from that, or is that from that? Oh, never mind. But in terms of like that type of food, you guys are probably preferring the walking taco. But I'm gonna take the bloody goodie bag. The Stay Puft Marshmallow 6, just a classic s'more. You gotta get the photo. The Forbidden Falafel 5 sounded delicious to me.
Zach,
The
so
Spinal
adventurous.
Column Pincho Spinal Column Pinchos 4, and then pretty much the top 4 is dominated by Latin America and Ghostbusters. I have Frozen Death Chill 3, which is that Korean cheesecake dog. The pork carniceria is 2. Absolutely sound delicious. And Slimer's Korean corn dog number 1, no question. Might get one. Might get one both nights we're there. Almost certainly will get one. But I'll be taking them down.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a solid list. I would say everything on there sounds good to me. Your top few worst ones are crazy to me, but that's okay.
I know. I think they're crazy too, especially because I think his absolute last one is like one of my number 1 foods that I have to get.
Y'all can eat that one. I'll chill.
Yeah. So
wait,
right,
Mary, before you say yours, can I say something really quickly? So
Tell
you know
me.
how I was saying like, oh, like it's supposed to be a playoff, like the Shirley Black. I was like, oh, it's supposed to be a playoff the Shirley Temple. Like maybe it's all black. So I looked up Shirley Black, and Shirley Temple's real name was Shirley Temple Black.
Oh,
So it's like, I guess
how
it's named off of,
interesting.
and you know, because it's also at like the cinema booth or whatever, like the movie booth. So I just thought that was
Yeah.
kind of cool, right?
How smart of you for putting that together. I would have never, I like didn't even register that as like a play on Shirley Temple.
Isn't that cool? Anyway, continue.
That is actually, I really like that. All right, so my number 1, I have to just get this out of the way, is the In the Fog fish and chips. It's up there. It's like one of my favorite ones. Okay, these are in no particular order.
Okay,
I
good.
want to try the Rocks from Hell, just because I love a jalapeno popper, and I've also heard they're really good.
Yeah.
The Frozen Death Chill, I feel like, is just a must try. I feel like I'm gonna regret it if I don't try it.
Yeah.
I'll take the rest.
The Korean corn dogs, obviously.
Yeah.
The Slash Siblings Sweet Sampler.
Gorgeous.
Spinal Column Pinchos. Obviously have to do the harissa barbecue turkey wing.
Clearly.
The pork carniceria. I gotta do the eggs in the further.
Yeah, that's not even a question.
And to continue my saga from last year, I will be getting a walking taco if it kills me.
And it should be one of the first things that we get. Like, we should come hungry for dinner. Because last year our fatal error was waiting until the end. Oh my god, we were so dumb. I don't know what we were thinking. Oh my god, it was so bad. I felt so
kind of forgotten about it. Then I was like, oh my god, the walkie taco.
And then we went, and they definitely just sold out. Like, oh my god, so
yes, it was so sad.
It will not happen this year.
Tragic. No, it won't. We won't make the same error.
So my list is almost identical to yours, I think. I think the only thing that the only difference is instead of the pork one that you did, I did the twisted tater. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same otherwise. So
okay.
Yeah, I think all those sound so good. I think the Ropa Vieja walking taco, that's more like a dinner vibe.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and the rest, and then eggs in the further. From the videos that I watched, apparently it's pretty hefty. So like you and I, since Zach doesn't like egg, we'll definitely be able to share that. It's like a nice little snacky snack.
I'm literally so excited.
I know. I feel like the food lineup looks really, really good. But really quickly, there are a couple that don't look very good. What is your definite no, drink wise and food wise?
Okay.
If you have them, or unless you want to stay fully open-minded.
No, I definitely have them. I'm just I like forgot to write them down. I was gonna say the summer camp dog is my absolute no. But here's the thing, is that I will try anything once.
Yes. Well, and we also ended up regretting not getting the carnival dog last year, so it's like, well, what if it happens again? You know?
Exactly.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. So, as far as like absolute no's as food goes, again, like I pretty much will eat anything. Oh, I mean, Yeah. But wait, hold on. Sorry, I got distracted.
Take
Uh,
your time.
just a few things that I probably will not get. I would
Yes.
say probably not gonna get the say cheeseburger just because
Yeah.
it sounds like regular cheeseburger. Uh and honestly like that might be it.
That's so
I
fair.
would not try anything else. As far as drinks go, just anything that sounds too sweet is not for your girl.
Hmm.
Uh I'm definitely not getting ghoul juice again. It's not
Yeah,
happening.
no. That already happened. We've had enough to last a lifetime, I think.
Yes, I agree.
I also think I'm not gonna get drink wise Beyond the Veil, and I don't think you are either.
Oh, me either. Yeah.
Neither of the
Oh,
Behind the Veil drinks.
I just remembered another drink that I'm not getting. But
Yes.
maybe you are going to bring it up.
No, I just had the two drinks from Insidious because that like veil thing sounds nasty, like the licorice stuff.
I'm not getting the one from A Quiet Place because
Yeah.
apparently it's like disgusting.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I know that it's kind of sounds weird. I love the presentation of it, but it's not worth. It's just not worth. And then my only food that I put on here that I definitely wouldn't get, which is like I have a reason for it. The Last Key Cake Pop, which is like very random, but it's
Interesting.
$7. I love cake pops. I love red velvet cake, but it's $7, which I think is insane. And then last year, if you remember, I got like a cake ball or something at the
Yes.
tribute store, and it was like so disappointing. It tasted so artificial and fake. Um, and so I have a feeling it's gonna be the same with this. And even if it was delicious, like I'm not gonna pay $7 for a cake pop.
Have you seen it though?
Yes,
It's like a
it's
massive cake pop.
okay. It's bigger than the average. Hold on, let's keep cake pop.
It's like the size of a popsicle. That's like,
Okay, then that makes it. Oh yeah, okay, I'm seeing it is okay.
but
Okay,
I
okay,
agree
okay,
with you. I'm
okay.
probably not going to end up getting that.
But I will say that actually seeing it, it's a lot bigger, so that it justifies the price a little bit.
I agree.
Dang, wait, maybe I want it now. Now that I know it's not.
Hold on, taking it off the list.
Because the one that I had at the tribute store last year was so disappointing and it was tiny. So I was picturing that, but yeah, looking at this, I'm like, actually.
Hold on.
But I'd much rather have like the sibling slasher trio and the Stay Puffed and
Yeah.
the bloody wooden eclair or whatever. So I'll probably end up passing on that
Also,
anyway.
one other thing that like didn't appeal to me at all is the like caramel apple. I just didn't
I think it
sound
looks
good to
good,
me.
but it looks pictures make it look really small, so I just feel like it's not worth the money.
Yeah, I agree. But on that note, I'm ready to go eat some dinner because I am starving.
After talking about food for an hour, I know.
Like literally, we're almost at an hour and I am so hungry.
It's time. Go eat. We hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to hear more content like this as we gear up for Halloween Horror Nights.
Hell yeah, you got 1 month. Not even. So sign
Not
up.
yeah. Yeah. All
You
right.
get access to all of our
Bye.
you get access to all of our other episodes too that we've already done. Now you can say, go ahead, Sam.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Very
Brody